What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? It is Thursday, and welcome to the Naughty Hour. That's right, another installment of the Naughty Hour with me, your host, the Naughty Cruiser, the one and only. That's it. There's only one. There can't be more than one because if there is, you're going to need anxiety medication. You're going to need migraine medication. You're going to need a lot of stuff if there's more than one Naughty Cruiser. So welcome to the one and only Naughty Cruiser Naughty Hour show. And before we get started, y'all already know Scott McNeil's the first one in the house, dropping them pineapples. Good evening, my brother. Wanda, she's the second in the house at Cruising for Food. And Julie Thomas, hello, 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 all you wonderful people. There are 7 of y'all in here already. So y'all need to do me a favor and go hit that like button. I know a lot of you already done so, but y'all need to go hit that like button. Like I need to get a like account like no other before. Scott does live here. Scott absolutely lives here. Scott is my BFFFFFF. Me and Scott are going to be best friends even after we're put in boxes. We're probably going to be buried with each other. That's just the way that's going to go. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful night tonight. And I got a few things to talk about. So let's get to it, right? Like let's have the conversation. It's Naughty Hour. We can't. This is a family channel. We cannot be that bad. Wanda, mind your P's and Q's because I've been seeing some stuff you've been posting. All I'm going to say is I have me a couple of those awards. That's okay. I have a couple of those plaques. I got that award quite a few times. But anyway, what's going on, Julie? I hope you're having a great night tonight. It's Thursday. I'm so used to it being Tuesdays that when I get home today, I'm like, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to go to bed. No, well, I can't go to bed because I'm now going live on Thursdays. So what's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody up to? I know it's early in Texas. It's early in Panama City Beach. I'm on the East Coast. It's already 3 after 10. So y'all got an extra hour, might I say. I kind of wish I had an extra hour right about now, but that's all right. Anyway, I got some things I want to talk about, and they're good things. Like, I think they're good things. I think they're great things. Unfortunately, Scott's not going to be with me, but we're going to talk about this tonight. It's going to scroll across the bottom of the screen, so be sure to check that out. Ocean the Ocean in the house. What's going on, Bruce and Cindy? And I kind of wish I had their time. They're all the way over there on the West Coast, so they got a few more hours than we do. So I kind of wish I had that time right now, but it's all good. It's all right. It's 10 o'clock here on the East Coast, and I am not complaining because I'm here with a bunch of my friends, y'all. Y'all are my friends. You know that? My BFFFs. So if you can't see what's scrolling across the bottom of that screen, me and Chuck Spencer have booked a last-minute cruise here in the month of June. It's not really last minute because it doesn't leave until the 23rd. So, but it's a last-minute cruise. It's within the 30 days of a month. I'm going to say it's a last-minute cruise, but we're doing a quick little 3-night out of Port Canaveral on the Carnival Liberty. That's the most exciting thing I got. And then today, I printed out this form because I wanted to talk about the different classes of ships I've been on. I don't know what I did with the paper. So maybe we'll talk about that next week. But I want to know how many different class of Carnival ships have you been on? So I know I've been on the Fantasy class, which is the Carnival Paradise. I've been on the Spirit class on the Carnival Pride. I've been on the Vista class on the Carnival Horizon. And I've been on the XL class on the Mardi Gras and the Celebration and the soon-to-be Jubilee. I'm so excited for that cruise. Let me just tell you all that right now. I'm so excited for that cruise. Wanda's complimenting someone's hair. I'm pretty sure it's my hair. Listen, I can't go live with my hair looking a mess. And we'll talk about personal stuff, but like I had to stop at Walgreens before I got home because I ran out of hair care products. So I had to make sure I had my hair care products. But I appreciate it. I'm actually going to get a haircut very, very soon because it's getting too long for me. My sides are too long and you can't no longer see my hard part. So I got to go get my haircut. But I appreciate that. Thanks. My hair looks good. And I only use 2 simple products in my hair. I don't use gel. I don't use mousse or hairspray. None of that stuff. That stuff is bad for your hair. Don't use that. I use Clinical Head and Shoulder shampoo, and I use a product that's like a leave-in conditioner, and that keeps my hair like in place and all that good stuff. No, that I don't need any hemorrhoid cream, Wanda. We got that in the cabinet, so I didn't have to pick any of that up from Walgreens today. What's going on, Will G? How you doing tonight, brother? I appreciate you for being here. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the different class ships with Carnival. What different class ships have you been on? If you've been on multiple of the class ships, let me know. I want to know what everybody's been on. And I am currently in my brain trying to figure out how I can hit every class of those ships. Now, I've hit a Spirit class. I'm going to hit another Spirit class in July. They have the Luminosa listed as a Spirit class ship because she's pretty much identical, built by the same builders, and the layout's pretty much the same. So I know I'm going to hit that. I'm hitting the Glory. So I know there's a few other class ships that I'm going to hit this year, but I want to know what class ships you have been on. Like, have you been on more XL class than you have been Spirit? And what's your favorite class ship that you have been on? So far, my favorite class is the Vista class. Like, I absolutely love the Horizon, and I can't wait to get on the Vista in February, but I love the Vista class ships. The Horizon, one of my favorite ships to date. Cruising is fun anytime. Good evening. I hope you are having a great night tonight. And Wanda says she is horrible at knowing what class ship she has been on. I know I haven't been on the Conquest class because that was a cruise that me and Chuck were talking about doing, but to drive to Miami from where he lives in Georgia for a 3-day cruise, it's really not, ideal. And it was more money. So stick with Port Canaveral. It was cheaper. And it's a cruise, right? 3 days. It's not bad. Nice little quick 3-day, Friday to Monday. She has been on the Dream, which is Dream class, Horizon and Vista, which is Vista class, Liberty, which is, oh man, I don't know. I'm going on the Liberty in a few weeks, but I don't know. I don't remember the class off the top of my head. Y'all are really going to make me get up and get this paper. I know where it's at. I just don't want to get up because I got to go behind the green screen to get it. So bear with me. And if you see my Mickey Mouse pajama pants, you didn't see nothing. I'm here. You just cannot see me. And I'm back just like that. I am back. Oh, we have, hold the phone. Extra, read all about it. The Jenny B show is in the house. What's going on, Jenny B? If y'all don't know who Jenny B is, y'all have a problem because I'll tell you right now, she's famous. Jenny B, my favorite Jenny B ever. That is Jenny Barnett of the La Lita Loca, Tony and Jenny. I appreciate you for being here, Jenny. Anthony's in the house. Cameron Hawkins in the house. Look at that. The chat's going crazy now. Everyone loves the Jenny B show. Yes. Show love to Jenny B. That is awesome that she is here. Jenny, we were talking about the different Carnival Cruise Line class of ships. I want to know what different class of ships that everyone has been on. And I know I can go stalk everyone's shipmate, but I really don't want to stalk everyone's shipmate. So here's the paper. This has every single class of Carnival ships. Now, the Elation, we know we're not going to be able to get on that one anytime soon, right? So, Spirit class, I've been on the Pride twice. Fantasy class, I've been on the Paradise twice. Vista class, I've only been on the Horizon. XL class, I've been on the Mardi Gras 3 times and the Celebration once. That is what I've been on to date. Now, I do have the Conquest class booked with the Glory in October. I have the Luminosa under the Spirit class in July. And I have the Liberty, which is under the Conquest class. So I'll be hitting the Conquest class this month. So yes, it does. It absolutely has the Venice class. And that's why I printed this out earlier, because it has the Venezia and it has the Firenze on here. So it has the Venice class. So it is an up-to-date form from Carnival's website. explaining the different classes of ships. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is how it says Carnival Venezia 2023. I wish they would have put the actual, launch year that it was originally built, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? She's been on everyone but Spirit, which she'll be on in June. Man, Jenny B living it up. Look at that. Every class except for Spirit class. Oh, wait, no, Jenny. No, not with the new classes on here. You have another class to jump on. Yeah, you have another class to jump on. Robin, how are you doing tonight? The Z show in the house. What's going on, Z? I hope you're having a good night. So, but that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. Like, how many different class ships have you been on? And how many of those ships in that class have you been on? And what's your favorite class? What's your favorite class? Will G, Venezia is listed under the Venice class. It is not listed under Vista class. So it's a complete different class of ship that Carnival has now. It's the Venice class, and that's where it has it listed at. It doesn't have it listed under the Vista class. So I'm going to be honest. As of right now, my favorite class is the Vista class. The Carnival Horizon, Cove Balcony. Oh, it's like chef's kiss. Like, mwah. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the XL ships. XL are great. I love the Mardi Gras. I love the celebration. I can't wait to get on the Jubilee in December. What is the Sunrise on the list? So the Sunrise is under the Sunshine class. Carnival Sunrise is under the Sunshine class. It's a Vista class technically, but Carnival has rebranded it as a Venice class. Yeah, so I get it, but I'm saying like based off the paper, it's listed as Venice class. It's not listed as Vista class. I've been on the Vista, and I also been on the Navigator of the Seas. I love both of them. That's another thing. I gotta get a Royal Caribbean cruise booked. I gotta do it this year. I gotta get on one this year. Royal Caribbean and Virgin. I keep saying it every time. I know. One of these lives, I'm going to come live, and I'm going to tell you, like, I have a Royal Caribbean cruise booked in 2 weeks, or I have Virgin Voyages booked next Friday. Z is going on the Jubilee December 23rd and cannot wait. Now, I am not doing the Christmas sailing on the Jubilee. I am doing the New Year's Eve sailing on the Jubilee. So that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a great cruise. A lot of cool people are going. A lot of good creators are going to be on that ship, especially at that time I'm going to be there. So I'm really excited about that cruise. That might be my favorite. It's like Vista and Fantasy class had a baby, Sunrise. If I had to pick one, it would be the Sunrise or Vista class. Look at that. Jenny B giving you her favorite. Cameron was on the Vista with Scott in March of last year. It is nice. And you're going to be on it with Scott in February of next year. So Wanda says the universe does not want her to cruise Royal. She had 2 of them and she had to cancel. Now let's talk about the universe not wanting you to cruise, right? So over the weekend, I got a nice little mailer from Norwegian Cruise Lines in the mail. And it says, hey, take this free cruise with all this free at sea stuff. It leaves out of California November 5th. And I'm like, hey, I'm getting off the Carnival Glory in New Orleans on November 5th. So me and Chuck talked about it, and Chuck is getting off of the La Lita Loca group cruise, the Halloween group cruise on the Carnival Celebration the same day as I am getting off the Carnival Glory in New Orleans. And Chuck was going to fly from Miami to California, and I was going to fly from New Orleans to California. But we don't know if it's smart because that's a long flight, and the shot of being able to make that ship, it's a little tricky. It's a little dicey. It's going to cut it close no matter what. But it's still up in the air. It hasn't been confirmed or denied or, thrown into the wind yet. It's a possibility, but we'll see what happens. Wanda says she's going to try to go more on Princess, and she wants to cruise Celebrity soon. So Princess was where I got started. Like, it's always going to be my cruise baby. Like, everyone has that favorite cruise line, right? And they don't tell you that. Like, they just say the next one. Like me, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you the next one. Like, I really don't have an ultimate favorite, but Princess is always going to hold that little spot in my heart because that's where I got my start when I was knee high to a grasshopper. That was my very first cruise line. So I absolutely love Princess. I've been on 14 Princess cruises, and I'm definitely going to go on more. Jenny got the same offer, but it was a no-go, cutting it close. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if it left the next day, I would go without a doubt, without hesitation. I would book it, but it's super, super close to that November 5th, getting back in New Orleans and everything. Yes, Jenny B, the Sun Princess. Oh my God. So, all right. Wanda's favorite next to Carnival is Princess, and Princess is an absolute amazing ship, a cruise line. Let me just tell you this right now. The Medallion class technology they have is by far phenomenal. I can order food or a drink on deck 14, walk down the deck 9, and my food and drink are going to follow me all the way to deck 9. So the technology they have is absolutely phenomenal. Not only that, the Sun Princess, if you've the videos and the teasers and the pictures and everything I've seen so far is absolutely phenomenal looking ship. It is pretty much an XL class ship from Carnival, but Princess branded, and things are a little different, but it looks the same. The outline of it looks the same as an XL class ship from Carnival. I cannot wait to book it. It's a sexy ship. It is one of those ships. Like, it's that ship, that lady in red ship. Like, it is a gorgeous ship. So I currently have an offer from Princess for a free cabin, which means $0 for the room. But I just pay port fees and taxes. So I'm absolutely looking into booking that ship very, 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 very soon. Oh my God. When I tell you, if you haven't seen it, y'all need to go to Princess's website and look at the little teasers. Or better yet, I'll post a few things in the Facebook group over there on Facebook, the Naughty Cruiser Facebook group. Little teasers from Princess about that ship and what that ship looks like. Oh, it is a phenomenal ship. You definitely want to look at that ship and get on it. She is gorgeous, and I cannot wait to get on that ship. Wanda said she needs to get on the Sun Princess. Yes, you do. Jenny says, say it. Say it. It's sexy. She is absolutely a sexy ship. Wanda loves the Medallion, and the crew knows your name. Yeah, like, that's a great thing. Like, the technology that Princess put into place for the Medallion class, I find to be awesome. Like, it's great technology. They know your name before you even get up to them. I think it's like within 20 feet, they're able to read your name right off of the little tablet they have. It's an awesome technology, and I like being able to just walk to my cabin and not have to use a key card or anything like that and just open my door right away. Scott's first cruise on Princess was in 2022. It was a Lolly DeLuca group cruise. That was Scott's first time, and he absolutely loved Princess too. And I convinced him to book that within like 30 days. Like, I was like, dude, you need to get on. You need to book this cruise. And he ended up booking it and surprising me and popping on the ship. So that's the Medallion Network, and it's just if you have never been on Princess, you absolutely have to get on Princess. Cameron says he can't wait to try Princess soon as my training is done with them. Yep, you'll have the loyalty. Yeah, man. I mean, I earned it the right way. Like, I'm not no shot at any other travel agents. I'm a travel agent myself, but no shot at anybody who got that elite status by doing all their training and everything. But I earned it. Like, I fought for that. I got my elite perks by going on so many Princess cruises. I mean, I didn't pay for them. My parents took me on majority of them, so I thank them for everything. But the elite perks on Princess are nice. You know, back in the day, I still remember before they changed the perks, like, if you hit platinum status, you used to get free internet, and everyone loved the free internet because you'd be able to get so many minutes of free internet and all that stuff. And then the Captain Circle party was a great event to go to. You can, just like with Carnival, the Platinum Party and Diamond Party and stuff like that. But Princess does it top notch. It's second tier, so it's definitely a better experience that way. Yeah, it scared Scott. They walked up to him, freaked him out, and they asked him if they wanted a drink. Riley Creative Travel in the house. What's going on, Blaine and Mallory? I hope y'all are having a great night. So it's definitely Princess is definitely one of those lines you want to check out, you want to get on, you want to definitely book a cruise with them, get on one, even if it's a quick one. I just, my grandmom and my uncle and my mom and dad and all that, they're going on the Ruby Princess in February of next year, February 8th to the 18th on a 10-day Panama Canal cruise. The rates right now are actually pretty good. So, but that's what I wanted to talk about. This amazing sheet of paper with all the different ships on it. I marked down how many times I've been on them ships, so that way I can keep track and I know what class ships I've been on and what ships I need to book and go on. So that's my next, accomplishment. I have one of those maps where you scratch off everywhere you've been to. I got one of them. I got so much good stuff. I need to implement everything. But now y'all got me wanting to get off here and literally go and book this Princess cruise. I thought I was done booking cruises for the day. Yeah, Blaine, I like a good quickie too, man. Any cruise is a good cruise. As long as you're on a cruise, right? Like me, my whole idea is I live in Florida. My furthest port is 5 hours away. My closest port is 45 minutes away. So if I can get on a 3-day cruise or a 4-day, 5-day, whatever it may be, I'm going to hop on that cruise if the rate's relatively fair. Like with this one, it was like $100 and some a person. So the offer was there, the time was there, and it's a 2-hour drive. I get to hang out with Chuck Spencer for a little bit, and that's that, so it'll be a nice little weekend. Cameron wants to know when we're cruising with mom again. My mom's cruising in February. If you want to go, I'll get you the information. You can go cruise with them. I got a bunch of family going. I will not be. I will not be going, but you're more than welcome to go cruise with them all. Will said, I've done one Princess in 2014 on the Emerald Princess out of Houston. Just wasn't as fun as I remember. Yeah. So Princess is like every other cruise line, right? You got to find the things you like and the things you enjoy. Me personally, I love Princess because I'm not a big party guy. I like to have a good time. I'll have a few drinks, laugh, joke, have a good time with everybody. But I'm not a big party, loud music, atmosphere type guy. Princess is more laid back, relaxed, enjoy yourself, have a great time. And that's what I love about Princess. That's what attracts me to Princess. I've been on so many different Princess ships that the party is there. You just have to find it. It's not in your face like it is on other cruise lines. Other cruise lines, the party's in your face, but you have to find the spot to relax and get that R&R that you're looking for. But don't knock it out, man. Like 2014 on the Emerald Princess, it's one of their older ships. Get on one of them new ships, man. Your opinion will definitely change. Cameron said, smallest ship for me was the Pride so far, but love them all. I think I just love cruising regardless of the size of the ship. Yeah, especially after the first cruise being on the Mardi Gras. Now, to me, the size of the ship doesn't really matter. I'll take a ship that has no slides, no nothing all day long, tiny ship, like the Carnival Paradise. That's a very, very small ship. There's a lot of things to do on it, but you can walk from bow to stern and port to starboard and top deck to bottom deck within 5 minutes. So I'm all for the smaller ships. I'm all for the bigger ships. I really don't know if I'm going to be in an icon class type cruise guy. I think that's a little too big, a little too many people, but we'll see what happens. Wanda says she loves partying and her chill cruises too. Yeah, and I'm up for both. Like, and that's the one thing I love with Princess is you can find all of that on a Princess cruise. It's just not all in your face. Yeah, Scott had the room with a big window. It was an awesome cabin. Now, Scott's room, he had a Star Wars room. He had R2-D2. That was Scott's room. Like, so anytime he needed to remember his room number, he just thought of Star Wars, R2-D2. Oh, yeah. Group for St. Jude shirt. Strike up a conversation in a small town. Why not? Listen, cruising knows no town like limits, right? So like even the smallest town in the U.S. with population 1, they've probably been on a cruise before. They at least know about cruising or have looked into cruising. Cameron will definitely be trying Oasis Class sometime, just to say you have. And Will G says, especially if the prices stay that high on the Icon. And that's one thing, like, to me as a content creator, I don't just look at the ship or the price or whatever. I look at everything. Like, I look at the ship, I look at the cost, I look at the category of my cabin, I look at the ports it's going to, and the size of the ship. The size of the ship is very important because me being a content creator, I don't want to have to go on a back-to-back cruise right away just to be able to get a full ship tour done. Like, the Icon looks like that type of ship that it's going to take you 2-3 days just to be able to film a proper ship tour. Wanda says her next cruise on Princess is on the Enchanted Princess, 14 nights from Fort Lauderdale to New York City. That'll be a nice cruise. That'll be a nice cruise. No, Blaine, I do like a nice big aft. The only issue I have is, and it's really not an issue. Like, it's just, I don't want to spend, I'm also on vacation too, right? Like, I'm there to enjoy myself and I'm there to create content. So if I'm spending $3,000 for an inside cabin and I'm going to like Mahogany Bay, Costa Maya, Cozumel, I'm not going to get off the ship. I've been there numerous times. I've been there plenty of times. I'm not going to get off the ship. I'm going to focus on the ship. But if I'm on a ship with 8,000 people and there's saying only 3,000 people get off when we get to those ports, I still got 5,000 people to fight around to try and get a video done. Yeah, the Celebration has a nice aft. Very nice aft. I got to be the first one of the first people to see that nice aft. Wanda says, I love talking cruising. I'm doing it so much more at work. Now, it's a good thing I'm a truck driver, right? So majority of the people I talk to throughout the day, Scott, Chuck, Kurt, Marsha, majority of the people I talk throughout the day talk about cruising already. If I worked in an office setting, I'm pretty sure I would have been fired because I'd have been trying to convince everybody that cruising is the best form of travel. To me, there's no better mode of travel than cruising. Like, there's just no way. You're not going to be able to do it. There's no possible way you're going to be able to see multiple destinations in 7 days, have multiple different types of cuisine in 7 days, and it all costs you one low sum of money, depending on the cruise line, the cruise destinations, whatever it may be. You're not going to be able to do it. Robin loves the Spirit class, has everything I want in a cruise. Also don't want to fly to a cruise. I live 20 minutes from Baltimore Port. Yeah, and that's, again, like, that's perfect. 20 minutes from a cruise port. If you can hop on a 3-day for relatively cheap, bang, take it all day long. And that's the one thing I love about living in Florida. 5 hours from my furthest port, 45 minutes to my closest port. Boom, I'm in Lake Flynn, and that's just exactly how I want it to be. Everything perfect, bang, bang, bang. Chuck sent me a video today, and it was this guy driving around wearing a mask talking about zoom, zoom. I was like, yeah, bro, like zoom, zoom to Port Canaveral so I can cruise. And he's like, man, is that all you think about? Yeah, man, like, in my brain, this right half of my brain is cruising, and this left half of my brain, which is backward because I don't have the camera flipped, is cruise destinations. So it's like, merge. It's all day. I'm constantly looking at different cruises. I'm constantly looking at different destinations, different cruise lines, different places of the world. I was at my grandmom's today booking a cruise for my aunt and my uncle. We were talking, and I told him, I said, I got a free cruise with Princess right now, and I can go to Japan. And he's like, oh, let's go. I'll go to Japan. I'll go with you. Now, he's retired. He's widowed. He's an empty nester. He has no kids, has no nothing. And he's like, I'll go with you. Let's go. We'll go to Japan right now. And he's ready to rip, roar, and go to Japan. So it's hard, man, when there's so many places that you want to see. Like, I want to travel. I want that to be my life. Like, I want to see so many different places in the world. So that's where it's going to be. Wanda gets messages often from people at her company who find you on YouTube and book a cruise. They're so excited and love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Julie says, absolutely unpack once. Yes, like it's perfect. You get on the cruise ship, you unpack your bags, you shove your suitcase under the bed, you go, you stuff your face with a guy's burger and a fun chip, and you just enjoy the time. You don't have to worry about packing again until your cruise is over. You don't have to worry about all that stressful stuff that comes with land-based vacations. And that's one thing I love. I love a stress-free environment, and I get to travel the world. It's perfect. Blaine said, add everything up in 7 days and get back with me when you get a resort and everywhere for a week. Hotel alone costs more than a cruise will. And it's, listen, especially if you have offers like a cruise offer that I had for New Orleans, say $500 total for the whole room and a balcony for two people. The hotel in New Orleans for one night is like $400. So, and that's just one night. Like it's all based on the destination you go to. So I'd rather cruise and save a ton of money. So Robin's booked on a reposition cruise from Tampa next April, ABC, and back to Baltimore 14 nights. Is that on the Pride, Robin? I believe that cruise you're talking about is on the Carnival Pride. Cameron has a problem. I should be working and looking, but I'm looking at cruises or I'm looking at flights to go on cruises. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you that's exactly what he's doing because all day long I get 80 messages about different flight options. And it's great because I love when people want my opinion that haven't done what I've done. Like if you're flying over to Europe and you haven't done it and I've done it, please reach out to me. I have no problem telling you about my experience. And I'm very honest. Like I'm a blunt, honest guy. So if I had a horrible experience with an airline, I'm going to tell you I had a horrible experience with an airline. Like TAP Portugal charged me an extra 125 euros for a bag that was already weighed in Barcelona when I got to Lisbon, Portugal. I'm going to let you know how they ripped me off. But I like when people come to me for my opinion because I've done it. You know, come to the source. Anthony they're always looking at cruises as well. And I think everyone does. Wanda says she doesn't stuff her face. I hold it gently with a pinky up. Is that so when you get the mustard on your lip, you can just wipe off the mustard with your pinky? Listen, I'm not going to lie. I will sit down with a guy's burger and I will come out looking like your 5-year-old who went to the Hershey chocolate factory and just ate a whole sack full of Reese cups. It's going to be all over my face. That's why they have napkins. That's why there's a sink for me to wash my hands when I'm done. The sloppier, the better. It's just like barbecue. If barbecue's sloppy, it's going to taste better. I'll fight you on it. I promise you I will. Bruce said yes. Can't wait to see that terminal. Yeah, the Jubilee. Oh, that's what we're talking about, the Jubilee. Listen. Bruce said he loves the Vista class, but he's excited to try the XL class. Can't wait for the Jubilee on December 30th. Hey, Bruce, I'll see you there, buddy, because I'm going on that same cruise, my friend. And, yeah, I'm definitely excited about that cruise. Like, it'll be a first for me. So how we're talking about these ships, I'm also, like, in my brain talking about cruise ports. Like, I want to sail from every U.S.-based cruise port. I don't care if it's Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, New Jersey. I really don't want to go back up to Jersey, but I'll sail out of New Jersey and New York. I want to hit every U.S.-based cruise port. So that's definitely going to happen. Yeah, in 7 days, you see the same city, cruise you're in different ports, and can be in different countries. And that's the one thing I love about cruising. But that is also a downfall that I don't like about cruising because, like, when I go to Europe on a cruise, I fall in love with a place like Madeira, Portugal. I want to stay there for another day. 8 to 10 hours sometimes to me is not enough, but I know I can get back there in the future. I know I can get back there again. But on those days where I find those places, it's just I want to be there longer than the time we're allowed there. Yes, Blaine, that's why we have beards. Save the food for later. Man, I can't tell you, when I was younger and my beard was like, I had a mountain beard, dude. It was like down to here. There'd be times I get food in it and I'd like run my hand through it, and I'd be like, oh, I thought I got all that out of there, and then I have to go wash my beard out again. Wanda, you is bougie. Robin said, Mike, I like that you enjoy your groceries. Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, there's a saying, they say you only live once. Right now, I don't believe in that saying. I don't believe you only live once. I believe you live every day, you only die once. So if you're going to eventually perish from this great place we call Earth, then you might as well enjoy every day that you are on this earth. And if enjoying a guy's burger by shoving it down my face is how I'm going to enjoy life, then enjoy life, man. Like, I'm not here to judge anybody. You enjoy your life how you enjoy your life. I'm the type of person that wants to live life to the fullest and do everything and anything I possibly can in the time we're given here. No one is granted forever. We don't know when's going to be our time. And it's just those moments that I enjoy the most. It's the simplest things in life that bring you joy. So for me, a guy's burger, it might be. I'm not really a big guy's burger fan. I just use that as an example. I'd rather have a breakfast burrito from Blue Iguana 7 days a week, if you ask me. But that's just me personally. I only like beards on certain men. Not everyone can wear them well. I agree with you 100%. I seen some guy tonight at work. He had like this beard. It was like here and then like here, but like it was missing like this part. So he had like not like a handlebar mustache, but he had like the chops and then the goatee part. He had it like cut here, and I'm like, man, that does not look right, bro. You need to shave your whole face, start over, reset, go back to the beginning, and try again. Scott said he wants to go back for more chicken peri peri. That was some good chicken. I'm not gonna lie. Let's catch back up on this chat real quick. Anthony wanted to know the difference between the Vista class and the XL class. Wanda already got him answered with that. Yeah, I know, Blaine, before 2024, or I won't be able to sell from Charleston. I know. I got it in the back of my mind. It's already there. Will G has a repositioning for the Magic from San Fran to Galveston, but haven't pulled the trigger. That sounds pretty good. That's West Coast to like Central. That would actually be pretty good. 4 passengers less for the Vista class. Yeah, and it's all about personal preference. It's all about personal preference. Blaine does not want your opinion on his beard, Wanda. Here's Cameron trying to sell people on that April transatlantic cruise again. Here's Jolie getting Wanda pregnant in the chat by mentioning Jason Momoa. Yeah, well, G, absolutely. We had the Jubilee transatlantic booked. Me and Scotty did, and it was a little downhearting knowing that that got canceled. So we ended up rebooking the December 30th New Year's Eve cruise on that one. Anthony, definitely look at an XL. Scott, you're killing me, bro. Anthony, definitely look at an XL cruise, man. They're absolutely awesome. And that's the only way you're going to be able to get the ride Bolt. So definitely look into the XL class. December 30th, you can look into that one out of Galveston. Red Shorts group cruise. I am not hosting a Red Shorts group cruise, Scott McNeil. Wanda, yes, it's code for something. Scott will send you a message. Riley Creative Travel, Red Speedo, Scott McNeil. And Cameron, LMAO, I see you, Scott. Shorts are shorts. Derek, what is up, man? I think that cruises are getting expensive, especially the 7 days or more? It depends. It depends on the cruise line. It depends on the destination. So I've seen some that are relatively underpriced, and I've seen some that I think are a little overpriced. It absolutely depends on the destination, and it depends on the ship. I know, it's it's really based off of, financials, right? So the cruise lines are going to put out a price for something, and if it sells at a higher price, they're going to keep that higher price for that cruise and future bookings. Now, if you're comparing Icon of the Seas to the Mariner of the Seas, your Icon of the Seas is going to be definitely going to be higher because it's a newer ship, it's a bigger ship, it's got more amenities and things like that. So it really depends on the itinerary and it depends on the ship. And if you get, past passenger rates or casino deals or things like that. So I don't think they're going up. I just think that it really depends on the itinerary and the class of the ship. Scott, you need to let them know. Red shorts, is it like blue sweatpants? I don't wear blue sweatpants. And there's Wanda. I'd rather have gray sweatpants. Listen, I said family friendly show, Wanda. Family friendly show, Wanda. On January 13th. Is that the repositioning one that you were talking about, Will G? Man, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I gotta stop looking over here. I'm looking over here at the chat at Wanda going crazy for gray sweatpants and Jason Momoa. Listen, it is what it is. Either way, what do you have coming up next? What's your next cruise? Mine's the 23rd of this month, and I'm going to show up wearing gray sweatpants. Yeah, Blaine, I'm pretty sure Mallory tells you pretty often enough that you are. I know you're being very PG, Wanda. You are being very PG. But the next one for me is June 23rd on the Liberty out of Port Canaveral. And then again in July out of Seattle on the Carnival Luminosa. I got the Glory in October, and then I have the Jubilee in December. So I have August and September to try and get in a Royal Caribbean cruise or a Virgin Voyages. I definitely got to hit one of them this year. So that's the plans. That's what's in the works for now. That's absolutely what's in the works for now. So blue sweatpants is a Locador thing, or it was. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I know Wanda, she's trying to bring back the hashtag gray sweatpants. So, Derek, it depends. It literally depends on the type of the deals that say Carnival is selling to Costco or whatever it is. Using a travel agent as a regular travel agent is always better because you have somebody there to stand the ground for you. So I don't recommend ever booking by yourself. Can you do it? Absolutely. But why do it when you have a travel agent who offers a free service, who's able to do things for you and give you different things or help you out with different things along the way? Their service is 100% free, and it doesn't hurt to get in contact with a travel agent to be able to look at future cruises for you or current sailings for you. Sometimes you can find some good deals, but I always think a travel agent is the best way to go. They're here to answer 1,000,001 questions, and it costs the person absolutely nothing. So free service and costs $0 to the cruiser. Yeah, absolutely right, Blaine. Costs nothing. And I'm trying not to read your comment above because Liberty. Yeah, I know. The commercial's now stuck in my head. Wanda says she'll be at Disney World in August and Seattle in September. No cruises. After this month, she has nothing until December. Well, you have a pretty busy month this month, right? So you're going up to New York, and then you're flying from New York to Seattle to get on the Freezer Bagakov cruise, right? I wish I was getting on that cruise. I really do wish I was crashing that cruise. And And I definitely have to look at crashing Nautical Nurse Nancy's cruise next year. That's definitely one that I got to crash. Yep, coast to coast cruises. But you're giving yourself time in between, right? So it's not like you're leaving the same day. You're going to have a day or so in between you arriving in Seattle and then the cruise out. Me, with that one that I was looking at in November, I can't get that day in between. It leaves the same day I get back. No, Blaine, I'm dead at. I really almost cursed. I'm dead up serious. I will crash. I'm honestly looking to crash their group cruise next year. So if you got info, let's do it. They shot me the dates last week on my last live, so that way I can check into it. Cameron sent me the dates, but he sends me so many other messages. I kind of lost track of it. But Nancy sent me the information, and she was like, it would be awesome if you could crash the cruise. So I'm definitely going to look into crashing the cruise. I want to crash somebody's cruise. I wish I was being able to crash John and Sharon at Sea's cruise, but it's just too close with everything I got going on in July and then again in now June the 23rd. So, but I'm excited for that. It's a nice little 3-day. I get to spend some time with Chucky Spencer. He's my buddy. I know he needs a few days away from work. Work's a little hectic for him, so it'll be cool to be able to, putt around the Bahamas for 3 days with Chuck. Now, Derek, if you don't have a travel agent, man, you can always send me an email at thenautiCruiser@gmail.com. I'll be able to help you out. There's a bunch of other travel agents in this chat right now that'll be able to help you out, man. No travel agent should charge you a $50 agent fee. No, my clients pay me nothing. I do my services are 100% free. It costs you nothing. You just tell me what you want to book. I get you information on that cruise. I hunt you down the best possible price I can get you, and I help take care of you from start to finish, man. Nobody charges anything. Yeah, we'll come up with something, Blaine. Hashtag cruise crashers. We can definitely come up with a name. Julie, that's not even the half of it. Like the conversation me and him had yesterday, man, I was like, dude, how can you be eating after you're telling me this? He's like, oh, I'm way past that. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm not. My stomach was like flipped upside down. I was like, dude, I don't know how you could be eating. And then like 5 minutes later, I sat down and I ate a burger, and he was like, see, you're just as bad as I am. I was like, oh, man, I got to eat. Yeah. Yep, Cameron doesn't charge anything. I know Wanda doesn't charge anything. I know Blaine doesn't charge anything. If they're asking you for money, it's nah. I wouldn't even consider booking with that type of person. Our services as travel agents is, at least mine and everyone else in this chat, are 100% free. It costs nothing to have our services, and we're up here to stand at bat for you at all times. So super easy to get a travel agent, super easy to work with one. And when you find one, don't let it go, because when you have a travel agent that works with you doing awesome stuff, it's always great to have a great travel agent. There you go. Blaine says, nope, my fee is seeing the enjoyment on someone's face when they go and have a great time. And that's it. Like, we all got into being travel agents because we love traveling, right? And we want to express that with the world. We want to share that with the world, and we want to be able to help people do the same thing we do, whether it's with YouTube or not, but be able to see the same things we see in the beautiful places we've been. And that's it. The enjoyment that you get out of it when you come home and you tell me, hey, man, that was the best cruise I've ever been on, or I'm so excited. Like my grandmom told me today, I booked them on a cruise last September. It was my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunt, and my 2 cousins. And I'm so glad I did, because unfortunately we lost my grandfather the following month. It was his very last cruise, and he was so determined. He did not like the cabin that I booked him in. And I tried convincing him, because he's never been on Carnival. I was like, Pop, don't worry about it. This deck is phenomenal. You're going to enjoy the room. You're going to enjoy it all. When he came home, he was like, I loved that room. I loved where it was. I loved how quiet it was. It was perfect. I'll never question it again. And my grandma brought that up again today. She was like, I absolutely loved that category of cabin and where you put us. It was phenomenal. So knowing that I was able to bring some enjoyment to somebody just by knowing the layout of the ship and the configuration of where I personally would want to be, it made it worth it. Yes, traveling and exploring is living. Absolutely. I'll let you know a little secret. You ready? Traveling is the one thing that you can spend money on that will always make you richer. Boom. Boom. That is facts. Traveling is the one thing you can always spend money on, but it will always make you richer. Boom. Look at me dropping knowledge at 10:51 at night. Yep, Blaine, we are absolutely blessed to have some great travel advisors in our community and some of the industry's top advisors as well. Man, that's deep right there. And it's true. It's true because you'll have humbling moments. Like Scott will tell you when we were in, yes, Scott, 9:51 for you. Here I am getting ready to give you credit, and look at you, gotta be smart. When we were in Valencia, Spain, we went to this cathedral, this Catholic cathedral. And for a while now, I'll be honest, I have not been to church. I have not practiced my faith. I have not done it. But when I was there, the time that I was there, I spent majority of my day in that cathedral. And my eyes are watering up now talking about how much that being in that cathedral in Valencia, Spain, and seeing the artifacts and the things and the Old Testament and the New Testament and just being there and being in that moment, how much stronger that made me believe in my faith. It's things like that that I'm always going to have in my mind and cherish for the rest of my life. And cruising brought me there and travel brought me there. And that to me made me richer. Hit me with the Subsea. Yeah, Blaine said we're in the right time zone. Get on track. Yep, Julie, experiences over stuff any day and every day. Yes, that's exactly how I feel. I'd rather have the experience of something than the object of something. And to me, that's, and to be honest, it wouldn't have started if it wasn't for my parents taking us on cruises when I was a kid. Now, eventually would I've gotten to cruising? Probably. But if it wasn't for my parents taking us when I was a kid, who knows if my love for cruising would be as strong as it is now. So I can't argue with that. Mike's about to pass out. Listen, it's almost 11 o'clock here. It's already an hour and a half past my bedtime. But I'm here because I love y'all. That's why I'm here. And there's still 12 of y'all. So when I get off of here, I hope to see 12 likes. Somebody give me the like count. I can't see the like count because I pull up. I don't know if it'll work. Will it work over here? Will it work? Will it work? I don't know. Nope, it's not going to work unless I exit out the chat, and I'm not going to do that. 12. That works because there's 13 in here. So now there should be 13. 13 should be 13 now. Bang, bang, bang. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. And if y'all haven't done so already, y'all already know. Subscribe. Y'all need to subscribe so y'all can stay up to date with everything going on with me. I want to do the jazz hands, but it's not mine, so I'm not going to do it. Me and everything going on and cruising. I love my boy Tony B. I was squad leader twice this week on his channel. Y'all need to get on at 12:15 Eastern. Squad leader. I was twice squad leader. Yeah, Blaine, that's absolutely it, man. That's absolutely it. And you got to have it. You got to have it. So, experiences to me are everything. And I'm so down for experiences all day and every day. And Wanda, you better get up out of here, girl. You need to. I need to subscribe. You bet. Well, go subscribe. Subscribe to the Instagram, the TikTok, the Facebook, the YouTube. Hit every platform because I'm posting on all the socials. Mm-mm. My MySpace, yeah, hit up the MySpace. MySpace got all the fun stuff. So all my past cruises are on MySpace. Man, if MySpace still existed today, there'd be some sketchy pictures of me up on MySpace. Let's just leave it at that. If MySpace was around, there'd be some sketchy pictures, man. Oh, no. Let's hope nobody ever finds those MySpace pictures. Man, what we do when we're kids. Oh, so dumb. So dumb. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Wanda, your top eight are still there. And they're all Jason Momoa before they were Jason Momoa. Let me stop playing. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. Cameron wants to know where they all went when it shut down. It's out there somewhere, man. I tried a few years back because you were able to still log in. I couldn't remember my login information. I can remember my AOL name, like my instant messenger name from when I was a kid, but I couldn't remember any of my login information. I'm bad with that. That's horrible. I remember when you used to be able to change your whole profile background and add like all these cool little effects and stuff. Man, I was so corny. I was such a corny kid. Oh, there's probably some pictures out there on the internet. There's probably some pictures out there on the internet. Maybe one of these weeks I'll gather up some old photos that I know I have and I'll turn them into the backdrop, but y'all can't judge on the pictures. Like, oh my god, it's so horrible. Just thinking about those pictures, it's so horrible. Like I thought I was that cool northern kid walking around in a wife beater with tattoos and cigarettes on the beach like a Guido. Like, yeah, what you gonna do about it? Like, nah, like it was horrible, man. It was so horrible. Robin, I really do appreciate your kind words. I love being here. See, Blaine met Mallory on MySpace in 2006. They got married in 2007, and they've been together ever since. Pictures in 6 megapixels. I am not no. That's not happening. That's not happening. Y'all remember Craigslist? Like, does Craigslist still exist? Is that a thing that still exists? Used to be able to go in there. Could you imagine if they had a section for cruising? Like, man seeking cruise companion, May 6th to the 16th. Could you imagine? So Daniel and Wanda met on MySpace. And Blaine says he can't get out of her space and she's in his space now. Man, y'all are crazy. Yeah, men seeking pineapple fun, wet work, all that weird stuff you would find in Craigslist. Will G said, I met my wife before the internet. Met in 2006, married in 2008. Man, everybody gets married so fast nowadays. What happened to vetting people? Like 10-year engagements, 20-year relationships, and then getting married. What happened to that stuff? Either way, y'all know it's 11 o'clock here. Next week, next Thursday, same place, same channel, same time. Y'all already know. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm going to get out of here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of y'all so much. Until next time, you know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Peace.